When you're learning to drive, you need to be careful that you don't try and bite off more than you can chew. And what I mean by that is you don't want to try and speed yourself up to the cool subjects before you can do the basics, yeah? You need to set the foundations really carefully. It's like building a house, yeah? The house itself is going to be really cool, yeah? These houses are really nice, yeah? I love all these. But they're not going to last 5 seconds if the foundations haven't been made properly, right? Especially when there's a wind or stress, right? Metaphor. But you know, bad weather conditions, you want your house to still be there. So like if you're under a huge amount of stress because of some crazy disaster on the road and you don't know how to stop the car or control the car, it's a flipping disaster. You're going to crash or something horrible is going to happen because you don't know how to control things. So you need to accept that you're learning to drive. Now, like I always say to my students in the car, I don't know how I would even be able to afford learning to drive myself. I mean, that's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money every week. So I understand, right? Of course I do. But that doesn't mean that we can do it in a different way. There has to be a commitment made for you to learn how to drive so you are safe, your passengers are safe, the people on the road, bikes, pedestrians, other road users, literally everyone, cars, trucks, everyone is safe, right? So I appreciate that when you're learning to drive, the balance of your driving instructor being able to make you learn to drive in the quickest but safest way is the answer, okay? Now, when students try and say that they're better than they are, this is detrimental to everything. Because let me tell you a story. I met somebody years ago, okay? I think I'd probably been in the job for about 2 years, and I've been in the job for 23. So I'd been in the job for about 2 years. So 21 years ago, I met this girl, and she said to me, "I'm test standard." Right? So I was like, okay. So I just took it as face value, right? I'm test standard. My last driving instructor told me that I was ready to book my test and we're all ready to go, right? Okay, cool. I just took it as face value. Last time I remember ever going to do that or ever did that in my career, because I'm lucky to be alive making this video with you. I let her drive from where we had met each other, which was a busy place, not safe. This girl didn't even know how to turn left. She tried to make up a story that she was ready to go to test, to speed me up or to speed the situation up. Now, this is absolutely impossible because you either know the skill or you don't. It was a disaster, okay? And I had to very quickly make the situation safe by getting her to the nearest kind of nursery area that I could. I'm concerned about the wind. I might just check this for a second. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. I hope you coped all right with that little bit of windy bit. So anyway, yeah, so that was the last time that I took anybody at face value because she tried to speed me up, right? So I never did it again. I always drive the student at the beginning to a safe nearby area and they can prove to me that they can drive the car. For everybody's safety, for mine, I don't know you, for the car, for your sake, for the pedestrians, you know what I mean, right? We live and learn, okay? But also, the reason why I'm making this video is this. Careful that when you go out in your car with your accompanying driver, make sure that it's the right, safe time, okay? I'm afraid that I gave somebody 2 driving lessons once and we were learning the basics, and then my student went out with her parents and crashed very, very badly indeed, extremely badly, because she used the wrong pedal when she needed to stop. She accelerated extremely hard and crashed into multiple items in an industrial estate. Okay, so yeah, be careful, okay? So I saw the footage of that because there was CCTV. She showed it to me. It was extremely dramatic. Be careful. Go out when it's the right time and you've got skill, and try not to... there's an egg. Oh, it's quite cool. There's an egg. It's obviously hatched. It's a good thing about going for walks. But look, you know, be careful, right? You know, if you don't know how to like control the car, you know, be careful with going out in a car that doesn't have dual controls, because, you know, you're at risk. You know, make sure you know what you're doing, or make sure that you're just in very, very basic places, yeah, so you can control the car. The other thing that I'm going to say in this video, which is I think the point of the video mostly, is that when you're listening to other people who are learning to drive, we're all different, okay? Your friend may be going out in a car, right? And they may be, I don't know, they may be able to pick it up a bit quicker than you, right? So you can't really gauge yourself on what your friends are doing. You can't really say, oh, my friends had 5 lessons and they're doing roundabouts, so I should be too, or whatever. You can't really look at it like that. Oh, my friend's done 10 lessons and they've done all the reversing. Because one, you don't know what the skill level is, you don't know what their previous experience is, you don't know what the driving instructor is teaching, as in they may, you know, they may be an automatic car, they may be in a geared car. They might be helping the student drive themselves by using the clutch and the brake and stuff. So your friend may come back and be like, oh, I did loads of roundabouts today, right? But the driving instructor actually helped them do that. So you don't actually know. All you can do is just base it on what you feel and where you are. You need to trust your driving instructor, okay? You need to feel into the situation. You know, are they teaching you? Do you feel like you're learning from them? Okay, because that is a big difference. You know, are you getting value for money? Are they doing their job properly? Yeah, I mean, obviously that's another thing that you're going to have to, but you need to think and feel into the situation. Yeah, you can't come into the car when you've only done like turning left and turning right or something, and then just be like, today I want to go down a dual carriageway, or today I want to go and learn all the maneuvers. It's like, well, we can do some reversing, but we haven't really learned how to do like moving off and stopping properly. Like, I mean, you can, but you don't. Maybe that's a bad example, because maybe a little bit of clutch control in reverse, but I'm just trying to give you some examples. If you don't want to be going down a dual carriageway, if you don't know how to turn left and right and control the steering wheel properly. So careful with how you know how to drive, like feel into the situation for yourself. You are unique and you learn in completely different ways to your mate or your next door neighbour or your doctor's daughter or whatever. Yeah, try not to speed yourself up. Definitely don't lie about where you are with your learning, because your accompanying driver will soon know, and it'll be flipping petrifying. Anyway, so it's really windy here. I hope that this message has got through. I'm going to stop there because I can hear the wind. All right, hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next video.